So being that you're on the west side of Phoenix and you're pretty much one of the few craft beer places out here, what do you do to stand out from the rest of the craft beer places? What is it that you're looking forward to doing in the future to make it where people will want to come to the west side for ground control?
I put in a lot of effort to get the beers that we get,
Which I appreciate.
Yeah, I don't outside of let's see, you got Simmer and at One Stop and
And Chandler.
yeah, and then Mita and Deep at Craft Beer Quick Stop. Outside of that, nobody else is really driving down on the regular to Tombstone.
Dude, how far is that drive?
3 hours from here.
Didn't we try something from them
we tried a bunch of stuff
on one
from
of the other episodes? And it was actually
So we had I bought the Berliner one, the passion fruit one when we came here actually to pick it up. But yeah, Tombstone is definitely one of those breweries in Arizona. Currently, it's one of my favorite breweries in Arizona, and I no problem saying that on record.
No, not a better IPA producer right now in Arizona.
It's the consistency, but even not just IPA, just the styles, the different various styles, the prices.
Berliner was awesome.
It's just on point with everything, and they're just consistent with putting out new beers, and that's what I love about them. So it's one of those things. I've even traded their beers a few times, and people are just like, "Who the hell is Tombstone?" And I didn't know it was a town in Arizona until probably about a year and a half ago. Tombstone, the movie? I'm like, oh, shit. I didn't put two and two together. I never watched the movie. But, yeah, it's a great place where, apparently it's out in the middle of nowhere, but they brew a shit ton of good beer. And they're awesome.
Being where I'm at, you definitely got to work hard for some beers. You get kind of forgotten about. But you got, it's hard to compete with places like Kings and Wine and Torres. Those places are giant among the beer community. I love both of them. But yeah, you gotta work really hard to bring the beers they get out this direction.
But you also do the I don't know if it's you. Oh yeah, you do the Red, White, and Brew.
Yeah, we do a beer festival every November. Last year we had over 600 people in our parking lot.
Yeah, I was there.
that
was here.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Every November.
Is there maybe doing it twice? Is that an option, or maybe making it more?
That's a possibility. Just putting on one's hard. So.
Oh, okay. I can imagine. But you definitely had. I remember doing it volunteering in 2017.
Oh yeah.
And then 2018, last year we did it. It was a huge jump in the actual breweries that were here.
Yeah.
So you're definitely headed in the right direction to grow that.
We're looking at doing it on the side area over here to kind of make it more roomy.
Is it going to be just like the whole L shape or just the side?
I think just the side.
Okay. How are the other businesses
They're
locally?
Almost all closed.
Okay.
And the one that was open, the cigar shop, loved it. I mean, they're getting all these cigar customers.
I didn't even know there was a cigar shop over there.
Yeah.
I've come here,
Right
more than a few dozen times, and I forgot there was I didn't know there was a cigar shop.
Get a Cuban, a cigar.
There you go. A nice little
some rum aged barrel.
You stick with the whole being away from the door thing, but you can't smoke on the patio.
And you allow dogs on the patio too, because that's another thing. I think I asked that not so long ago because I was curious about that because I've never seen dogs here. But yeah, that's cool. So Alex was asking me about pretty much what the whole ground control came from, and that's actually one of my questions that I have. So did you pick the name first, then the area? Did the name come because of the area?
Owners are from a military background.
Okay.
So they wanted to bring a part of what they experienced in Europe to the States, and he's an Air Force pilot. So, and with the coffee, originally it was really just a coffee and wine bar at the old location for the first few months.
Okay.
So it just kind of went with the area and the coffee theme.
Got it.
And then it quickly expanded to beers on tap, cocktails, food, beers to go. 12 years later, bam.
So this is the second location, is that what you're saying?
We moved from Indian School in the Litchfield Road.
Oh, okay. A little further south.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Not very far, but bigger space.
All right. So what is your current favorite dish on the menu?
Put me on the spot.
Hey.
I would say the Impossible Burger, but they're having production issues, so don't come and try that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because my girlfriend gets the Beyond Burger. Is that the same one they sell at Fry's?
No, it's a different one.
Okay.
The Impossible Burger is just for restaurants, but they are going into Burger King for the Whoppers.
I saw that.
So they're having some production issues. Anything with our pork, like our Cubano. And
I didn't know you had a Cuban sandwich.
Yeah, it's really good.
I gotta try that. We both lived in Florida for a long period of time.
I'm a big fan of the Bee Sting pizza. It's like a margarita pizza with soppressata, and it's got a hot oil and honey on it.
Honey?
Yeah.
That's a new one for
Like
me.
a
Like a chili oil?
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Sounds good. That actually brings us to my next question because you mentioned pizza. So New York style, Chicago style?
For me,
Yes.
I could do both,
Pick one.
but 99% of the time I'm going to pick New York style.
Nice.
Take a crowler home.
That's right. You do crawlers now. I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Ta-da.
How's that working out
It's
for
been
you?
an awesome addition.
Yeah. Are you getting? Are you having to remind people more, or are they just? Like you
Yeah,
just reminded me.
we still educating everybody on that we have them. But
How long did it take you to come up with the design? Because I know you had a design.
actually, the canning company actually designed it for us.
Really?
So
That's cool. Awesome.
some shot in it.
So we mentioned that you travel a lot, so you go to different breweries. You're out and about a lot. So location-wise, what's your favorite brewery? Top three. Let's make it fair. So you have nobody's
Destination
left out.
breweries. Inu Island Ale definitely would
What
be
was that?
on there. Inu Island Ales,
Where's that at?
Oahu.
Okay.
It's on like the Kaneohe side of Oahu where they did a lot of Jurassic Park filming. You're minutes from the water, and it's such a small brewery that you feel like you're drinking in somebody's garage, and they're very welcoming there.
That's awesome.
I love atmosphere. Let's see. I love the town of Decorah, where Top and Glass at.
Okay.
It's such a small, unique town.
Is it like you gotta
everything-
drive like an hour from the airport?
It takes you about 2.5 hours from the Minneapolis airport to get there, but I go there probably 4 times a year.
Oh yeah. Did they see you and they invite you to the back type of thing?
Yeah. I've gotten to know the head brewer and the owner
That's awesome.
over the years, so that helps
Good. Yeah.
making the trip worth it.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Then I guess the other one would be probably J. Wakefield in Miami. Just I didn't think I would like Miami as much as I did, but that's a cool city. At least that Wynwood area where they're in.
Yeah.
Such a lot of really cool, unique art around the area.
And there's a few other too. Civil Society. There's
Civil Society's in
Wynwood Brewing.
Jupiter. It takes about an hour to get
Is it?
there.
I thought it was closer. I don't know why.
There's a
what-
new one called Tripping Animals that's pretty legit.
Tripping Animals Brewing.
Yeah.
Just like it sounds.
Yes.
Okay. That's interesting.
A couple cool bars there. Box Elixir being the newest one. Union Beer Company's been around for a while.
I've heard of them. And
But
actually
the
haven't.
food there is awesome too.
So we're gonna switch gears a little bit. Favorite Kevin Smith movie?
Kevin Smith movie.
Yep.
Mallrats.
You know what's interesting? I thought you were gonna go Clerks.
Clerks 2 would be up there.
Oh yeah.
I loved Clerks 2. I think it's very underrated on his list.
I agree. I was talking about that with Thomas over at Samurai Comics yesterday, and we were talking about the new reboot and everything else and what they're coming out
Yeah,
with.
so definitely Mallrats.
Okay. Mallrats is awesome. Love the kryptonite condom conversation.
Stink Palm.
IPAs are your daily, stouts are your weekend, and then lambics are the celebration beers.
Yes.
So, what IPAs? I mean, I'll be honest with you. I talked to a lot of people, and there's a ton of people that are just like they love the more modern style, New England style IPAs, but they're just craving that West Coast bitter. Are you in that category where you prefer one over the other?
I still go back to them, but I think for my palate, I prefer the New England style. It doesn't necessarily have to be the haziest beer I've ever seen in my life. I know they're Instagrammable. But for my everyday drinking, I'm not after work. the tropical flavors of a good New England style. Really thirst quenching.
Yeah. So with the stouts, what do you currently have or have in the recent, let's say 3 weeks, months, whatever it is?
The one that stands out the most in the last couple weeks would probably be the Moxa and Top and Glass collab. I think it's called Cremu. It was on tap at a bar in Hamilton last weekend. It was a 15.1% vanilla stout. Drank like it was like 6%. It
Really?
was unbelievably smooth.
So I had the here when Dark Sky had their tap takeover. I had their what was it, the Cielo Oscuro? Was it brunch? Was it crunch?
The cinnamon vanilla high country brunch.
That was amazing. Those two were probably my favorite.
If we're extending a week, I would probably include Dark Sky's new version of the Barrel Age High Country Brunch, which I hate to say it because I loved Double Barrel so much, but it blows Double Barrel out of the water.
Really?
Yeah, it's unbelievably good. And then they did a variant of that for members called None Shall Pass. So it's Barrel Age High Country Brunch in rum barrels that also had hazelnut coffee and a little bit of toasted coconut, I think. But yeah,
that sounds
amazing.
That sounds like a legit interesting mix there. And I've always found it interesting when breweries go the rum barrel aged route. For some reason, it's one of those things.
It doesn't work all the time. Sometimes it gives off such an alcoholic flavor to it, but when it's on, it's on.
Yeah. So you had a collaboration with Tombstone
recently.
Yeah. You did one with
I've done.
You did one with Dark Sky.
I've done a few with Dark Sky.
Anything on the horizon that's next?
My next project is we're going to be doing some barrel aged cold brew with Dark Sky Brewing. So we're going to make a big batch of cold brew concentrate and age it in Top and Goliath Assassin barrels.
Oh.
It only needs to be in there for like a week or two. Then we're going to do a can release with that.
Nice. Okay.
And I also got some beans from Brazil coming that I'm going to throw the unroasted green beans into another Assassin barrel and then roast them. That
sounds amazing. I'm digging that.
Our next event, if I can mention it.
Yeah, go for it.
May 30th is a beer versus wine dinner. It's a 4-course menu.
Okay.
Each course is with a beer and wine, and it's only $45 a person plus tax and gratuity.
Okay.
So
nice.
Think about
That's not bad at all.
Limited